So we had a lovely quiet night in Pembroke on the campsite. It was raining all day yesterday, so we pretty much just sat in the van and watched TV all day. But we didn't have a text to say our ferry's been cancelled, and we're here to check in. So fingers crossed. We made it onto our ferry.
So the ferry crossing from Fishguard to Rosslare is around about £500. We actually bought our tickets a couple of years ago because our trip has been put off twice. But yeah, just to warn you, not a cheap crossing if you're thinking of doing it.
I think we're nearly there. It's a bit choppy.
So after a couple of delays, cancellations, we finally got over to Ireland. So we're just waiting to get off the ferry now in Rosslare. And for the next 7 weeks we're going to be touring around the country. Chili's just about got over us leaving her in the car, but unfortunately on the ferry, on this particular ferry, we only had the option to leave her in the vehicle or put her in a kennel, so we just thought it'd be better for her to be in her own space. But still, she's going to need some treats just to bring her back round again, I think. So good morning everyone. Had our first night in Ireland last night. Slept okay. Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, good.
Was quite stormy actually, and we're right close to the sea, but we didn't realise when we parked up because it was quite dark when we got here last night. We looked at the signs that we could see when we pulled in, and our understanding is like Ireland's got a similar attitude to Scotland when it comes to sort of wild camping. It's generally tolerated, but there are actually some, we're right on the beach here, and there are actually some bylaws up now, so it looks like these are a relatively recent thing, last sort of 8-10 months or so, forbidding sort of camping on the beach or the car park or the foreshore. And I don't know, so if they've had problems during COVID like everywhere else seems to have, really. So that's a shame. Didn't realise when we stayed here, when we pulled in, like I said, we did look for a sign but we couldn't see one, but we know now going forward sort of what we're dealing with, really. But also last night, I don't know if you can see over my shoulder there, it was pretty quiet here except for about 1:30 some idiot came into the car park and decided to practice the handbrake turns. Again, like we said before, really, this is not like a unique experience, you know, wherever you are in the world apparently. It's kids and the size of their spark plugs again, but at least it didn't cause us any problems anyway, with, you know, they just buggered off after like 5 minutes and went back to sleep.
So obviously Chili's being a proper dog, she's been out this morning and braved the elements. Oh no. So we just come up into the Wicklow Mountain National Park, and it's absolutely gorgeous up here. There's loads of deer up there on the hill. Wow, look at them all. Oh wow. You probably, I don't know if you'll be able to see them. But yeah, we're just stopped next to this massive waterfall, which I did know the name of. We'll put it on the screen. And the sun has just come out! Yay! Oh, so gorgeous!
So this was Glen McNass waterfall in the Wicklow Mountains. An absolutely gorgeous sight.
So we took a bit of a gamble today because you saw how bad the weather was this morning, and we were looking for places to go, and we just thought, oh, do you know what, sorry, let's get up into the mountains and see what it sort of turns out like. And thankfully the weather's clearing now, and what an amazing reward, really. So definitely always worth the risk. If there's something beautiful out there to see, let's get out there and see it. And you know what, if the weather's not good enough, we'll come back and look at it next time. So yeah, amazing place. So the cool thing about the Wicklow Mountains is there's places to pull over and park everywhere. No restrictions, it doesn't look like on staying overnight either. So really reminiscent of the Scottish Highlands as well. It's absolutely gorgeous here. So we've just found a spot behind us there. Nice view to the back, but to the front, wowza. So yeah, perfect stop for tonight, I think. Well, glorious, gorgeous good morning here in the Wicklow Mountains. What an amazing little spot that was for a stopover last night. Beautiful and peaceful overnight. Cracking night's sleep.
Yeah, really good. It was really cold during the night. Kept thinking, I might get out of bed in a minute and turn the heating on. But then I was thinking, I'm going to get cold doing it, so I just stayed in bed.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. It is March, so it's not like getting into the minuses, I don't think. But yeah, great, really peaceful, really quiet. Big change from the first night. On towards Dublin now and see where we get to. So we've just driven down out the Wicklow Mountains even, this afternoon. Skirted Dublin. We did toy with the idea of going in there, but it's a Saturday. It was quite busy going through, so we've sort of left that for now. Something we might revisit later on the trip, but we'll see how it goes. Now we're in a place called Skerries, which is a little bit north of Dublin, but there's a couple of places where it's okay to park overnight. So we've just parked right next to this beach, just taking Chili out for a little wander and a bit of scout around. But yeah, nice little spot, nice next to the sea. Supposed to get a bit blustery later, but be alright in the van.
So we had a very blustery night last night on Skerries seafront.
It's not the sort of wind problem we usually suffer in this van, I'm not worried.
Really raining as well, so yeah, really quite a nasty night to be honest. Winds of up to like 47 miles an hour, but I had a good night's sleep. So you can park along Skerries seafront for free, but we couldn't get into one of the free parking bays. But it was only €2 for the whole day, and they don't charge on Sunday, so we didn't have to get up early this morning to put more money into the meter. There's bins there as well, so that's really good. Lots of little cafes and things on the other side of the road. So yeah, really good place to stop over in your van. Nice sandy beach next to you where you can take the dog. So all in all, nice area.
So another day and another gorgeous Irish sea beach. Actually the weather's quite nice today, so we're not getting sort of blown away or rained on or yeah, another fantastic place. So this is Laytown.
Yep.
Which is yeah, not far from Drogheda, if that's how you say it.
Where we're going tomorrow.
We are going there tomorrow. Yeah, what a massive lovely beach for walking your dog along. So and the town looked really nice as well, so we're going to have a little wander in there later. But yeah, thankfully the weather's a bit calmer now, so we can enjoy your time a little bit better.
Oh, so nice to have some sunshine.
Morning everyone. So lovely, well, it's turning into a lovely day. It was bloody horrible earlier. but we're in the Bóinne Valley and we are going to visit one of Ireland's most famous monuments. So, Brúna Bóinne. As a Welsh person, I'm quite used to people butchering the Welsh language when they talk on camera, and now we're going to do the same for Ireland. Sorry about that.
So this is the Brúna Bóinne Visitor Centre. It costs €13 per adult. You've got an exhibition here, and then there's some little buses then that take you to Knowth and then on to Newgrange. Really good value for money.
This place is a bit mad, to be honest. There's like so many different sort of little Neolithic structures, and then this massive 100-metre passage tomb behind us, which can't go in, unfortunately. Steph's going to have a nose in one of these little ones. So I was just thinking, all these like cool markings on the stones like reminds me of that place we went to in Scotland, which obviously is not that far from where we are right now, over on the Western Highlands. But this kind of megalithic art is amazing. You think it's there, it's 5,000 years old, and what the effort that must have gone in just to create even simple patterns, really, and some of them are quite complicated. Yeah, a bit mind-blowing. So, in today's shocking development, Steph did not butcher, what did he call it?
Hey?
Brúna Bóinne? Actually, it was close to what it should have been. Brúna Bóinne. It's close to what it should have been. So, 7 out of 10. So just behind me, roughly through those steps behind, is Newgrange, which is where we're going next, which is a chamber tomb we can get into, so that's going to be pretty cool, I think. Hi! Change the shift for the van security system! Who's that?
So Chris subscribes to the Keith Floyd style of cooking. He can't start doing anything until he's got something alcoholic in his hand, as you can see.
As we're waiting for food to cook, just going to tell you about a hack that we've worked out for our latest trip. Not news to some people, I'm sure, but as everybody knows, we like wild camping. We have not stayed in a campsite since we've been here so far. Everything's been fine to park off-road and everything, off-grid, sorry. But we've bought a spare cassette for the toilet. Now that's going to be a big game changer for us, because normally after 4 days we need to find somewhere to empty our loo. Now that's doubled that time where we can be without a campsite.
So here we are after a lovely peaceful night in Annagassan Harbour. Yeah, really lovely park up. There's plenty of room down here, and it's free. There's not really any bins, I don't think, apart from a dog poo bin. We shared last night with another camper van. But yeah, really nice, lots of bird life because we're next to the river here. Yeah, really good park up if you want somewhere quiet.
So apologies if you're not fans of George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones, but we are. So we took the opportunity to visit the newly opened studio tour, which was a great day out. The production is so heavily linked with Northern Ireland, particularly around Belfast, that it was going to be a theme that recurred throughout our trip.
Hi everybody, so it's our second night in Belfast tonight. We stayed in a campsite about 4 miles up the road last night after doing the Game of Thrones tour, which was excellent, by the way. So if you like the show, well worth doing. Quite expensive, it was about $39.50 each, pounds that is, but one-off sort of experience really, and then you've just got to try and get through the gift shop without buying photos or like some of the massive amount of memorabilia they've got on sale there. But today we are actually close to where Game of Thrones was filmed in Belfast, next to the Titanic quarter, and the reason for that is because we're going to visit the Titanic experience today, so we'll report back on that later. So that was the Titanic exhibition. Interesting, or Titanic experience actually. But yeah, we were both a bit disappointed because there weren't really a lot of artifacts from it. And when we've been abroad previously, we were lucky enough in Vegas to see quite a lot of pieces of the ship that were retrieved. So yeah, so interesting about the building and stuff of it, but maybe a bit disappointing overall. Anyway, next up is the Nomadic, and this is the last surviving White Star boat, so we'll see what that's like.
So thanks very much for watching. That's the end of the first video of our Irish road trip. If you've liked the video, please click the like button. Leave a comment. We're always happy to hear from people, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the channel because that's going to help us grow going forward, and we're planning lots more traveling in the future. So thanks very much again, and we'll see you next week.